JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, one robber nabbed, another on the run after police chase. The police yesterday nabbed one of two alleged robbers who were reportedly traveling on a motorcycle while targeting people in the Ligony area. The Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, reported that about midday yesterday, two officers from the Matildas Corner Police Station witnessed the two men on a motorcycle snatching a woman's handbag on Holdrope Road in St. Andrew near the intersection with Mountain View Avenue of St. Andrew. The officers pursued the robbers and caught up with them on Bundy Lane in the parish, where they signaled the driver to stop. The pillion rider pulled a firearm and opened gunfire at the police, the CCU said. The police said the attack was repelled and the men fled into the Swallowfield area. According to CCU, an alert was then issued by the Police Emergency Communications Center, PECC, and the Matildas Corner Quick Response Team joined in the effort to apprehend the armed robbers. The police said the Quick Response Team intercepted the men along North Avenue in Swallowfield, and the alleged robbers fired at the police again. Both officers managed to disable the motorcycle. Both men ran in different directions. However, one of the men, the pillion rider, was cornered by a team from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, who had been guided to the area by the PECC team. The police said he had been hiding at a premises on Swallowfield Road in the parish. A Beretta 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 rounds of ammunition was taken from him. The driver of the motorcycle escaped. However, a black knapsack that he was carrying was retrieved. The police said it contained items that were subsequently identified as belonging to a woman who was robbed in the Mona area of the parish earlier the same day. The police said they have since seized 3 motorcycles and are continuing their search for the man who escaped, as well as others they suspect are involved. A day before this incident, 2 men were arrested on Lady Musgrave Road in the parish minutes after they held up a woman and robbed her. Police nabbed mechanic over stolen car. 22-year-old Simon Wilson, an auto mechanic of York Street, Linstead, was charged with a larceny of a motor vehicle following an incident in Liber Gardens, Spanish Town last Friday. Reports from the Linstead police are that about 7:30 p.m., Wilson stole the complainant's car after she exited to open her gate. The police were alerted and intercepted the vehicle shortly after. Wilson was arrested and subsequently charged following a question and answer interview. His court date is being finalized. 155 new COVID-19 cases, 5 more deaths. Jamaica has recorded 155 new cases of the novel coronavirus and confirmed 5 deaths as a result of the virus in the last 24 hours. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the new cases consist of 79 males and 76 females, with ages ranging from 6 months to 89 years. The country's total confirmed COVID-19 cases now stand at 8,600, of which 4,214 are active. Of the new cases, 63 are from Kingston and St. Andrew, 27 are from St. James, 19 each are from St. Catherine and St. Anne, 8 each are from Hanover and Manchester, 3 each are from Portland and Trelawney, 2 are from Westmoreland, and 1 each are from Clarendon, St. Mary and St. Elizabeth. All of the new cases are under investigation. Meanwhile, the ministry said the 5 new deaths include a 61-year-old male from St. James, a 39-year-old male from St. James, a 61-year-old male from Portland, a 67-year-old male from St. Mary, and a 52-year-old male from St. Mary. 2 of the new deaths were previously reported under investigation. This brings the total confirmed deaths in the country to 179. Another death was also reported under investigation today. In addition, the ministry also reported that 79 more patients have recovered from the virus. This brings the country's total recoveries to 4,095. NCB says the employee arrested and charged in internal investigation. The National Commercial Bank, NCB, says an ongoing internal investigation has resulted in the police arresting and charging one of its employees. The bank said it made a report to the police and the employee was identified as a person of interest for questioning. The individual's identity is being withheld. The company said it will supply further details when it is in a better position to do so. In June of this year, a female operation manager at NCB was charged after allegedly stealing some $35 million from the institution over a 3-year period. 52-year-old Andrea Gordon of a Kingston address was charged on Thursday, June 11, with larceny as a servant, following a series of incidents stemming from 2017. Narcotics police probing possible U.S.-Jamaica drug network following cocaine seizure. Narcotics police and their American counterparts are probing what is believed to be an international drug network operating between Jamaica and the U.S. This follows the seizure of an undetermined amount of cocaine at a courier company in Kingston last week. It is reported that the police and the Jamaica Customs Agency contraband enforcement team seized a number of packages. The packages, which were destined for New York, were found to contain the cocaine. According to a police source, persons in Jamaica and the U.S. are now under investigation. St. Thomas Police modified team to fight surge in praedial larceny. The St. Thomas Police have described the issue of praedial larceny as a bitter concern that has been plaguing the parish over the last few months. In response to the surge in agricultural property theft, the police say they have stepped up their presence along the main thoroughfare to minimize and further prevent repeated instances. Speaking in an interview, Deputy Superintendent DSP Fitzroy Williams shared an observation that most of the items being stolen, including livestock, are leaving the parish. In addition to the establishment of vehicular checkpoints, the police noted that they have been in constant communication with farmers and other citizens as they continue to encourage community policing. Agricultural theft on a whole is a bitter concern to us, and that is why we make our continuous raids, as well as visits to the market and other areas where persons are selling and have them produce legitimate documents. We are positioning ourselves to get back St. Thomas to the point where no one wants to think of coming into the parish and depriving others of what they have worked hard to produce. While most of those detained are not of a St. Thomas address, there's always a nexus here, and I can imagine that the community oftentimes will know or have an idea, and that's why we want them to tell us, and don't wait and lurk and try to capture them themselves and carry out any form of vigilante justice. We want them to tell us for us to take the lead in capturing these persons, he said. Over the past month, the police have been successful in apprehending and charging a number of persons implicated in goat thefts across the parish. On each occasion, the lawmen were acting on information shared by community members. However, in a similar occurrence which took place in the community of Old Piera, residents took community policing too far when they not only apprehended the suspected thieves but also chopped one to death. This behavior, according to Williams, is unacceptable and a crime. According to the DSP, we appreciate community members getting involved by sharing information with the police. However, we are not supportive of what took place last week and we are investigating the matter. We don't want the citizens to take the law into their own hands. What we want is the support from them. We have a team called the St. Thomas Anti-Praedial Larceny Unit, and they have been refitted with a new vehicle and a revised team, so they are point A in dealing with farm theft. He encouraged those residents who are being affected to continue supporting the process, including showing up for court. There are times when these animals are captured and brought back and persons don't want to give their statements. The law requires that you have to give your statement as the owner, and the police, witness, suspect, and you as the owner of the property have to go to court and have the law take its full course. Hannah unveils plan to reunite, reposition, and rebrand PNP. People's National Party PNP presidential candidate Lisa Hannah yesterday launched her plan to reunite, reposition, and rebrand the party. Hannah said the plan, titled The Way Forward, will renew the party and put it in position to offer sustainable policies to improve the lives of the Jamaican people, especially the poor. A house divided against itself can't stand. Consequently, I will establish new protocols to deal with differences and disagreements so as not to cause damage to the party, she said. Among the protocols outlined in the plan will be mediation and an open-door policy allowing access to all to contribute to party policies, programs, and political work. An effective and functioning disciplinary committee will also be established. Hannah also highlighted reorganization and strengthening of the party's secretariat. The General Secretary will not be an elected parliamentarian and will focus on the PNP. He or she will be bolstered by 4 divisions headed by Deputy General Secretaries. Generally, the Secretariat will be retooled and the Electoral Affairs Division especially will be resourced with information technology experts. Hannah said the group system will be revitalized as it is the base party organization and the main grassroots structure of the party. We will provide incentives for the revitalization of the groups, including opening up presidential, vice presidential, and general secretary elections to the vote of all party members in good standing, whether group or individual members. The PNP presidential candidate is also proposing that the party be more rigorous in selecting and vetting candidates nationally and locally. This, she said, would include a structured system of orientation, training and development, as well as an ongoing field monitoring and the establishment of key performance indicators for candidates and elected representatives to stay on the ground with the people they represent. Hannah said she will re-establish task forces to provide the requisite experience to develop policies and programs for implementation in government to move the poor from poverty, the working class to the middle class, and the middle class to owners of capital. In addition, she announced 2 new party commissions, the Business and Economic Empowerment Commission and the Divinity, Philosophy and Global Geopolitical Commission, to prepare policies for a new PNP government. Hannah said, I am mindful that I'll only be the second woman offering herself for party leadership. In our 82-year history, I'll execute my duties and responsibilities to provide the leadership, guidance, and mentorship to all women working in our party. Women in politics face barriers which men do not, and I'll make a strenuous effort towards gender parity in our roster of candidates. She said she will institute programs and mechanisms to support, advance, and promote women in leadership and continue our party initiatives, including equal representation in the Senate. Hannah was nominated yesterday at the party's Old Hope Road, St. Andrew headquarters. Nominations of the PNP Stop Job closed on Friday, when the MP for St. Andrew Southern, Mark Golding, is scheduled to be nominated. PNP delegates start to vote on November 7. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.